Good afternoon. Marcus Aurelius said, men are disturbed, not so much by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. Been thinking about this one a lot, and then my daughter and I watched a video from Eckhart Tolle, and he talked about how we add suffering to pain, and of course the Dalai Lama talked about that. He said pain is inevitable and suffering is optional. And Eckhart was talking about the narrative we run in our head about something, about what that is, and that's really where the suffering comes from. Everyone experiences pain, but when we add the drama, past and future, run scenarios in our head about all the things that might or might not go wrong, when we add, the past and the future, then pain, which is not fun, but it becomes suffering. And it's a huge difference. Again, what Marcus Aurelius was pointing to, a great truth: men are disturbed not so much by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. Oh my gosh, almost everywhere I go now, any coffee shop, a restaurant, a park bench, people are just obsessing with COVID, the government, just so many things that are going on. And of course, who likes COVID? And says, hey, I like COVID, I like wearing masks, and I might die, isn't that fun? No, I'm not being naive about this, guys. I know that there's a lot going on right now. But when we add drama to pain, pain becomes suffering. It becomes unbearable. But when we break it down, like I was talking in my last talk about just that power of living in the present moment, things become simpler. But I want to touch again on what Eckhart Tolle, who wrote The Power of Now, was talking about. It just deeply moved me that the narratives we run in our head about a problem, it's just like pouring gasoline on a fire. So this is easier said than done, but again and again and again, we have to come back to the present moment. What's wrong with this moment? What's wrong with this moment? This too shall pass is kind of a hard one. That's a saying I love, this too shall pass, when something like COVID is going on. I think what's so hard about the world for us to wrap our head around is sometimes this too shall pass goes away in a week or two. This one is lingering on, and for whatever reason. But let's look at the positive for a moment and not just say, well, it's COVID, the government sucks, everything's, the sky is falling, just like, all running around like a bunch of drama human beings. That we can slow down, pay attention, and just notice things. Okay, this is happening. It is the isness, Buddha called it the suchness of life. Eckhart Tolle called it the isness of life. I like both of those. It's just what is. It is. COVID exists. I'm sorry, it exists. You can't change it. But since it exists, what do we do, And here's the good things I'm hearing. Like I'm saying, I hear so much bitching and complaining and drama about it. And you can see people, it's almost like veins just start popping out of your neck and your forehead. And it goes, oh my gosh, we're all gonna die. Well, we are all gonna die. Maybe that's a huge part of the problem, is we're so afraid of death. And we haven't made peace with impermanence, that all things do pass. But what can we do? Again, let's come down to the brass knuckles. What can we do? If we break it down to this precise moment, is it really that bad? Breathe in and breathe out. So there's COVID. There's corrupt government. I could go on and on about the negative. But I like talking this thing of, well, what am I doing? Seriously, what am I doing? What am I doing today? So I've been asking myself every morning, like, how can I make this world just a little better, by being kind to the grocery store clerk, by giving a homeless person some peanuts, telling somebody how nice they look, their hair, their shirt, their shoes. It's so easy to be kind, I just love, again, the Dalai Lama said that kindness is my religion. Wow. Would that change the world? Yeah. So I just invite us all to wake up every morning and just to say, what can I do today to make this world just a little better? Spreading kindness, compassion, joy, wisdom, noticing trees, birds, spending more time with our pets, spending more quality time with our family, spending a little more time with meditation, reading spiritual books, spending a little more time like cultivating love. I think the world's being rocked right now, and I think it can bring us together. I think finally we're going to realize what the astronauts saw. Almost nearly all the astronauts had this experience when they first saw this beautiful blue planet from afar. Oh my gosh, so many of them had actually had spiritual experiences where they said, you don't see fences, you don't see, it's one planet, there's no fences, there's no borders. It's this beautiful, delicate blue planet. It's gorgeous. And they had this feeling that this is one planet. It really is. I mean, we say that without even thinking, what does that mean? But we have one planet. We have one sun. We have one moon. We really do live on this earth. We breathe the same air. I'd love to talk about this, but seriously, the air that we're breathing is the same air that Jesus and Buddha and the eagle breathes. Our air goes in and out of us, and we share it with the trees. We know this. The trees are all interconnected with a web. They call it the wood wide web, and mycelium and the fungus that's speaking to each other. I love how the shamans and holy people have always known that everything is interconnected. It is a web. It is a weave. I mean, it's all woven together in this beautiful way. So maybe what's going on now with COVID can remind us that we do have one planet. And we're sharing the same earth, the same air. Water courses through our body. It goes up into the clouds. It goes into rivers and the ocean. The water is going through all of us. The air is going through all of us. So please, 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 let's all slow down and start to see everyone as our brothers and sisters and start to love each other. Thank you.